Hey guys, good evening once again. Thanks for joining. So in the last class, we discussed about the SIEM tool designing option and also what are the different types of deployment it will support and what are the different implementation approach it will support. And also we have seen licensing option and also what are the different features it will support and so on. So same concept we can apply for different vendors or tools. So I think today and tomorrow morning also it will take the same concept or same discussion part. So that is SIEM architecture. So we can discuss approximate maybe 6 to 7 SIEM architectures or tools. And whenever they will ask if we have any other tools, whatever you are not keeping in your resume, how to answer, I already told yesterday itself. But once again, I will repeat after completing this session. So let's start now. So today topic is SIEM architecture. So SIEM architecture also called SIEM components. So there are different people, they will call different terminology. One is SIEM architecture or also called SIEM components. So first we can discuss about generic SIEM architecture. Okay, after that we can go on, we can discuss about different types of vendors or tools. Only terminology it is different, backend process same as it is for every tool or every vendor. So every tool or every vendor or generic SIEM architecture contains first component name is ESM. So ESM full form is Enterprise Security Manager. So this is basically our SIEM tool or user console or SIEM console. So in this console only we will take care of instant investigation. Yesterday I was showing one of the IBM QRadar hardware device 3125. Did you remember? So that particular hardware device is called as ESM, otherwise also called SIEM tool or also called SIEM console or user console. So in this particular ESM tool, we will take care of the dashboard creation. We will take care of administration, nothing but when you say administration, implementation of the SIEM tool. Okay. So also we can generate the reports. And we will receive incidents or alerts or also called alarms. And we can create correlation rule creation. And we have UBA, user entity analytics, one of the tab. And also we'll take care of SOAR capability. And also we can take care of threat hunting capability. And finally, even it has a case management. So these are all the different types of tabs existing for every SIEM tool. Okay, even in the generic architecture also. So first, what is meant by dashboard here? So as I said, whenever any incidents or alerts are coming to the organization level, what is the security posture overall? From the endpoint side, we are receiving the more alerts. Endpoint side security we have to improve. In the network side, we have to improve the security posture or compensate to controls or defensive control. In the similar application side, on the cloud side, on the server side, database side, and application side, and so on. So there are different types of dashboards we'll create, and so that is, as I said, firewall related dashboards, EDR related dashboards, proxy related dashboards. It depends once again what type of business requirement we are handling, what type of business we are doing, whether we are into healthcare industry or healthcare domain, or whether we are into banking sector or insurance sector, or whether we are into retail sector or telecom sector, oil and gas sector, or education sector, and so on. So according to that one also, we have to create dashboards. Not only that one, even compliances point of view also. Whether we are following PCI DSS complaints or GDPR compliances, or maybe ISO 27001, or maybe HIPAA compliances, and so on. According to these compliances also, we have to create our dashboards. That means depending on, based on our business, what we are doing, and also once again depending on, so what type of different tools we are using. According to these two parameters, we can go and we can create dashboards. I'm repeating once again, based on the business, whatever we are doing, our business vertical we are doing, our business domains we are handling. Second one is compliances, whatever we are following, and also based on the existing tools wise. So according to these 2 to 3 parameters, we can create dashboards. Second one is administration. As I said, administration already we discussed. So we have to assign one of the management IP, and also we have to assign one of managing the host name to access the device through remotely or virtually. Okay. And we have to assign subnet mask, default gateway, integrating with the primary DNS server, secondary DNS server, and integrating with the Active Directory to monitor who is doing what, like a traceability. So end user side, or maybe server side, or system side, application side, and so on. Next one, we have to integrate with the Active Directory, additionally the SMTP server to receive the alert notification. And also we have to do the log onboarding part, nothing but log integration. So then we have to do the log parsing, so troubleshooting, fine tuning, correlation rule creation, use case creation. So all those, even incident investigation as well. All those things, it's a completely part of our administration part. It's implementation basically. So that is the administration side. So next one is our reports tab. So in the reports tab, so there are two different types of reports we will create. One is technical reports. Second is process-oriented reports. When you say technical reports, what are the different types of data sources logs we are integrating? Whether it is a firewall or proxy or web application firewall or Active Directory or NADS, NAPS or DLP and so on. According to these are the different types of data sources, we can create our reports also. That is on the technical side. In the similar way, process-oriented side, per day, how many incidents are receiving, how many are on hold, how many are work in progress, how many are closed, how many are resolved. So that is the technical side per day wise, per week wise, per monthly wise, per quarterly, half yearly, and finally annually or yearly. So that is the different reports we will generate. Okay. So next one is incidents. Incidents are alarms or alerts. So incidents are alerts, meaning here whatever incidents we are receiving. So we discussed approximate 50 to 60 between different types of attacks related to network, related to endpoint, related to cyber, related to application, and so on. So for every different types of attack, whatever we discussed, alerts will be received. Nothing but notification. That notification will cause negative impact of BIA triad. So that may business outage or business disruption and so on. So once those alerts are received, we have to, based on severity and based on risk score, we prioritize the incidents. So nothing but critical, we prioritize priority 1. Okay, high is a priority 2, and medium is a priority 3, and low on information is a priority 4, and so on. So that is about incidents or alerts. Our main work will be involved here only, incidents or alerts tab on. Okay. So this is our main tab to take care of the incident investigation. So next one is correlation rule creation. So there are two different types of correlation rules we'll create. By default, whatever tool we purchased. So every vendor or every tool, they have default rules will be existing. So those default rules for the different types of attacks. So it is out of box correlation rules. When you say out of box, it's a more number of correlation rules. But even though, because of these advanced persistent threat and hacking capability doing by the attackers or intruders, so obviously they are using advanced features. Whatever correlation rules by default vendor is providing or tool is providing is not sufficient. So based on the day-to-day, whatever hacking is happening across the globe, we have to identify those incidents, and the customization of the rules also we have to create. When it's a customized correlation rule that we have to create, it will not be created by vendor, and by default it is not existing. Customized meaning whatever rules we are creating, that's called customized. Okay. So next one is UBA, user entity behavior analytics. This is a separate tab. So here also based on the user action and entity actions, so related to activity or historical approach or historical analysis, alerts will be generated. So once those alerts will be generated, we have to take care of the respective analysis. Next one is a SOAR. It's the additional licensing or additional feature. So using this particular capability, even we can take care of the automated response as well. When I say automated response, blocking of the IP addresses, blocking of the malicious domains, blocking of the malicious hash values, blocking of the malicious URL links. All those things we can take care of using SOAR capability. Next one is threat hunting capability. As I said, There are two different types of threat hunting we can do. One is manual and automated based on the different types hypothesis. So most of the alerts are hunting. It can be depending on whatever logic we define, whatever correlation we define. That is not sufficient. But manual threat hunting based on hypothesis, whatever we are defining, or queries, whatever we are defining, and also what are threat intelligence speeds we are receiving. According to that one, we have to take care of threat hunting carefully. For this one, maybe couple of times even it is required queries as well. Okay. So next one is case management. When I say case management, so as I said yesterday itself, every vendor nowadays, they have their own ticketing tool. If you are purchasing IBM Curator inbuilt, they have case management option also. For every instant, one number will be generated. That is for tracking purpose. After that instant is received, if it is a false positive, we can close there itself. If it is a true positive, we can go and we can create a ticketing tool like a ServiceNow or Jira or maybe BSC or Remedy, right? So there are two different types of case management we can do. One is inbuilt SIEM tool, whatever it is supporting, that is called default one. Second one is third-party ticketing tools for tracking purpose. So example in our market. So there are different types of tracking tools related to instance we have. Example ServiceNow, as I said, ITSM, and also Jira ticketing tool, then BSC and Remedy, HP. There are so many ticketing. We can use either default, whatever SIEM tool it is providing, or maybe we can use third party as well. Okay. Most of the organization, what they are doing, for false positive, they are creating the tickets in the SIEM tool itself. For true positive scenario, so they are working on the separate ticketing tool that is third party like a ServiceNow. So that is about overall. What are the different types of tabs we can see under the ESM console or user console or maybe SIEM console. 99% of the work it is involved under the incidents or alerts tab only. The remaining all are like a more than L3 level. So your work 90% of the cases, your work is involved here, incidents or alerts tab. Please remember this one. I can show this one practically next week. So that is the first component. So this is indirectly is called as a SIEM tool or user console or SIEM console. So that is about ESM part. Second component as per the SIEM architecture or SIEM components, we have log manager. So sometimes log manager also called a data manager. So this is also called as a log processor also. So different vendors, they've got different terminology, but backend process same as it. So second component, as I said, it is a log manager or data manager or log processor, even data indexer also. So why will is log manager, log processor? Processing of the logs. Processing of the logs is one thing. Second one, even we can take care of the processing of the correlation rule creation as well. Processing of the correlation rule creation as well. So processing of the correlation will happen in the log manager, but alert will be seen in our ESM or SIEM. Please remember this one. I'm repeating once again. Processing of the logs and also correlation rule processing also will happen in the log manager, log processor. But where can the incident or alert will be received? We can receive under the SIEM console or user console. Okay. Logic and everything is sitting on the respective processing under the log manager, and alert and incident investigation we can do in the respective SIEM console. In one of the interview, they asked the same question. So, example, they given 3 countries name. One is USA, second one Australia, third one is New Zealand. So these are the 3 countries: USA, Australia, and New Zealand. So US is our headquarters. Okay, Australia is remote or branch offices. Now, whenever if you want to processing of the logs and hitting the correlation rule, where the that respect processing it will happen, where the logic will be created, where that particular logic or schema it will hit whenever any abnormal or malicious activity happen, and where can we monitor alert notification? Anyone? What is the answer? I'm repeating once again. Where can we receive the alert notification? That is one question. Second, where is the processing of the logs and processing of the correlation rule happen? What is the answer for this one? Anyone?
ESM.
ESM belongs to which one?
Yes.
ESM belongs to what we
HQ.
can see.
Headquarters.
USA.
Or,
Yes.
USA.
What we can see in ESM. What we can see in ESM. That's what my question.
Enterprise Security Manager.
So, enterprise security manager in HQ, what exactly we can do it?
So we can install a
notification. Alert
No,
notification.
are you saying it's a notification or alert or incidents? Are you saying correlation rule creation or processing of the correlation rule? Which one out of these two? In
So
ESM,
processing of the logs and processing of correlation rule will create, will be installed in Australia and New Zealand.
exactly, that
Because
is
why?
the correct answer. You can see here itself answer also there. Incident and alerts will be there in the ESM tool, that is headquarters. Obvious alerts will be received at the headquarters. That is also yesterday we discussed. Example, Bangalore is headquarters, branch offices, Chennai, Mumbai, and also Hyderabad. Alerts we can see in the Bangalore location, and log collector and log processor based on the EPS count, based on the log integration to our headquarters, and based on the whether we have to deploy log manager and log collector in the remote or branch offices. Based on these costs, which one is effective or less expensive solution? According to that one, we have to distributed deployment. Almost same similar question, but they ask in different way. Okay, so alerts or incidents will be seen in headquarters, that is correct, USA, and the processing of the correlation rule will happen in the so respect to Australia and New Zealand. So even Australia and New Zealand related alerts also we can see in the headquarter itself in USA. So it's a distributed deployment. Same topic we discussed yesterday. Yeah. So additionally, it will do other processing technologies as well, like indexing part. So next one is querying part, and also it will take care of the filtering part as well. So all these are backend, front end we can't see except querying part, even filtering also. Indexing we can't see front end. When I say front end, after opening the SIEM tool, we can't see how the indexing will happen. It's a backend process. Querying we can see front end, how to write a query. Example, Splunk with Splunk programming language, and IBM QRadar means aerial query database, or maybe using PGSQL programming language. If the exabeams, SQL. If it is Mcafee SQL, if it is logarithm SQL, Azure Sentinel KQL, and so on. Filtering also we can see front end. So filtering is based on the time, based on the data source, based on the event ID, based on the username, based on the IP address, based on the host name. So we can do filtering in different ways, based on the time wise as well, like a 1 day or 24 hours or 7 hours. So or maybe 1 month and so on. So that is filtering. Okay. So that is about log manager or log processor, second component. And the last component is log collector. So log collector mainly for collection of the logs. So that is our first definition of SIEM tool. Collection of the logs is the first definition. So log collector, what will do? Collection of the logs from different types of log sources or data sources. So that is about log collector, and additionally, even not only just collection of the logs, additionally it will complete some of the other three processes as well. That is aggregation. Second one is parsing. Third one is normalization. So one is aggregation, nothing but collection of the logs. Parsing, converting the different types of raw log formats into SIEM tool understandable format. Okay, that is called common event format. So that's called parsing. Normalization is based on the specific schema or maybe specific condition, and also rescaling of the logs. So I given one of the examples. One event size equals to 1000 KB, and also another event size is 500 KB. Whatever 1000 KB you have to squeeze to average like a 750 KB, and also whatever 500 KB okay packet is there, that one we have to stretch to 750 KB. It's like a specific schema or condition, so or pattern. According to that one only, it will do the normalization part. I give one of the salary example also. Yeah. So that is about log collector part. Okay. So these are the three components for every SIEM tool. That may be IBM Curator or Splunk or maybe Mcafee or Logarithm or maybe Azure Sentinel or Alien Vault, whatever tool you can consider. These three components are same as it is functionality wise. When you say functionality, all these are same as it is. Only this terminology will be different. In IBM Curator, we can call the Curator console. This one is called as a event processor and flow processor. This one is called event collector and flow collector. But functionality as it is. In this similar way, if you are going for Splunk, so Splunk is called ESM or Splunk console or user console of this Splunk. Second component is called as a data processor or data indexer or search indexer. Last one is called as a search forwarders. So terminology is different. If you are going to logarithm, so logarithm is called as a logarithm console or ESM console or SIEM console. So second one is data processor, data indexer. So third component is called logarithm log collector. So what I'm trying to say here, only this terminology is different for each and every vendor, but concept wise, this terminology description, everything is same as it will not change anything. Only this terminology will be different. Please remember this. Okay. So as I said, couple of people they will call it as a SIEM architecture, and couple of people is called SIEM components. So that is about overall generic SIEM architecture. So now we are going to discuss about different types of vendors, as I said day before yesterday. So we have different types of tools are existing in the market. IBM Curator we can discuss, Splunk we can discuss. So next one is Exabeam we can discuss. Next one Mcafee we can discuss. Okay, Microfocus we can discuss, and Logarithm we can discuss. Because these tools are very famous right now in the market. Okay, whatever famous tools are existing, we can discuss about all those tools. So let's start with now Mcafee. Each and every tool, what is the licensing option? What are the log integration methods? And also, what is the feature it is supporting? What is the risk score? Okay, what are the additional feature it is we have to purchase? All those things we can discuss for every vendor. So first one is Mcafee. Before going to that Mcafee part, I want to explain about one more thing. Before going to Mcafee, I want to explain one more architecture with a diagrammatic way. This one we discussed about theoretical way. Okay. Now this one, whatever we discussed, same concept, we can represent it in the diagrammatic way. So the diagrammatic way is this one. So this is SIEM architecture. So here every organization or every company or every customer consists of log source or data source. So those log source or data sources are firewall, proxy, IDS IPS, next one EDR, ELP, encryption, FIM, servers, databases, applications, cloud, infrastructure, network, and so on. Even WAF also, WAF vulnerability management, there are so many. So these are the different types of data source or log sources every organization contains. First, we have to identify this one only. Whenever if you want to implement any SIEM tool, first and foremost thing is what are the different types of data sources we have in our organization level, or what are log sources we have is there in our organization level. We have to identify these data information. So these are called data sources or log sources. Okay. Now these log sources or data sources we have to integrate or we have to send it to log collector. So what log collector will use? It will use different log integration methods. So log collector it will use log integration methods. What log integration methods we discussed? How many log integration methods we discussed? Anyone?
8, sir. 8, sir.
Yeah. What are those 8? Can you give 2 or 3?
Log.
Can you give
Sys
2 or
log
3?
collector agent method.
This log collector agent method. Next one.
6 log collector agent. Collector agent method.
App method.
Gap method.
Flow
Next one.
collector method.
Flow collector method.
API method.
WMI method.
API method. Okay.
WMI method.
Okay.
Collector agent method.
Yes, perfect. So the flow collector method and so on, cloud connector method and so on. So every vendor will not use all those 8 methods. Okay, so every vendor will use maybe 3 or 4, maximum 5 only. That we can discuss whenever we are going to discuss about each and every tool in depth analysis. Now we are discussing about generic SIEM architecture only, how this process will happen here. So here I will put in bracket 8 methods. Because it's a generic one only. When you say generic, normal one, by default one. Like a demo kind of thing. So 8 methods. So now from these data sources or log sources, log collector, it will use different types of log integration methods. Then it will collect the logs. After collecting the logs is called aggregation basically. So it will complete aggregation here. And also it will complete parsing. And also it will complete normalization. So log collector, after collecting the logs, it will complete aggregation part. It will complete parsing. It will complete normalization. Whatever processing or whatever collection of the logs are completed and converting the different types of log formats in unique format and the rescaling of the logs, those logs it will send to log manager log processor. So what this log manager log processor it will do? Processing of the logs. Additionally, it will do indexing, querying, and finally filtering. So these are the different types of things it will be completed by log manager log processor. Additionally, even log manager, what additional functionality it will do? Correlation rule validation as well. ERE engine validation also. Validation and processing. Okay. So that is the log manager log process it will do. Next one, ESM. So now, whenever any abnormal or malicious or any harmful content it's happening on the either laptop or MacBook or workstation or desktop or maybe in the servers or maybe in the databases or application or cloud or maybe network or infrastructure and so on. So it will hit this correlation rule and finally front end of the SIEM tool or user console or SIEM console alerts will be generated. So alerts we can see here. So we can see dashboard in here as I said previously. And alerts we can see, alerts also called as incidents. We can see reports tab. We can see case management. And we can see admin tab, UBA tab, SOAR tab, threat hunting tab. So these are the couple of things we can see under the SIM console. Our main part, where is it involved? Where is our role is involved? Anyone? Where is our role is involved?
Alerts, sir. Alerts.
Alerts.
report.
Exactly, that's correct. Alerts. Alerts are incidents. Most of our work will be involved in the alerts or incident tab only. So in case if we don't get the full-fledged information in the alerts tab, then we have to go to the drill downing of the logs. So that one I will show practically next week, once we are discussing about the SIM tools. Okay, that is about overall architecture diagram. Okay, now I have one question here. Why log collectors are 2, log minutes are 2, but why ESM is only 1,
Primary, secondary, sir.
but where is secondary ESM? Okay, log collector is primary, log collector is secondary. So in this log man is primary, log man is secondary. What about ESM? Okay, example, this log collector is going down. This log collector will collect the logs and it will complete aggregation, parsing, and normalization. Okay, in this similar way, this log manager is going down. Second log manager will take care of the processing of the logs, indexing, parsing, sorry, not parsing, querying, filtering, and even correlation rule validation as well. What about this ESM is going down? If this ESM is going down, we can't receive the alert notification. Where is the secondary ESM there? Anyone? Did you get what I'm saying? If this is only one component, this one is going down, whether will we receive alert notifications?
No, sir.
No, will not receive. So basically, this is simplified diagram. Same component as it is, we have to deploy one more here. Okay. So here one more ESM should be there. In simplify, I explain this one. Actually, this is practically speaking, this is the one. So one more log manager here. And one more log manager here. This similar way, one more log collector. That means total we have to 4 log collectors, 4 log managers. In this similar 2 ESMs we have to purchase. So this is the overall diagram basically. So now here all same as it is log collector to log manager to ESM. In this similar way, log collector to log manager to ESM. So in the BTech first year, I think in the EDC electronic devices, circuits, or computer networks, one of the subject we discussed about mesh topology, ring topology, and also we discussed the two more, mesh, ring, circle. There are, I think, 4 to 5 topologies we discussed. So whatever right now I am explaining this complete mesh topology. When I say mesh topology, so from this one also, this log manager we have to connect to log collector, and also this log manager we have to connect to log collector. This is basically for high availability purpose only. In this similar way, this log manager is connected to log collector, and also this log manager has to connect to this log collector, and this one has to connect to this one. In this similar way, this one has to connect it to another log collector. Okay, so now from this log collector, in such a way, we have to create mesh to everywhere high availability, high availability, high availability. Okay, so this one is called mess up. So it is clumsy, right? So clumsy means it's not like clumsy, it will look like a mess up kind of thing. So that is the reason this diagram we can say it's a mesh topology. So if this log collector will go down, this log collector will take care, or maybe so this log collector will be take care, maybe this log collector will collect the logs. If this log collector is going down, this log collector, this log collector, this log collector. If this log collector is going down, we have another 3 log collectors. And also this log manager is going down. So this log manager will take care of the processing, either this one or this one. Even these 2 are going down also, either these 2 will take care. If this same ESM is going down, this ESM alert will be received. Okay, this ESM is going down, this ESM alert will be received. This is the actual diagram basically. I did not complete yet. I have to put another, I mean, these are all things also. This is the connections we have to give basically. Okay, this is the frankly speaking perfect ESM high availability diagram that is related to SIEM tool. Every organization will maintain this one only. Okay. Any questions on this one? For simplification purpose, most of the people will use this one only. Okay, but actually these many components. High availability, high availability, high availability, high availability, high availability. So this is the way how we can create high availability, and this is the actual diagram. I will remove now. Yeah. So now it's clear, right? So how the total architecture diagram looks like? Sorry. Yeah. So that is about. So that is the reason we can represent in this way, simplified diagram basically. Okay. So that's all about overall flow. Now, how can we explain this one in the interview point of? Now you know what are the SM architecture components contains, and also what are the SM architecture it contains. It contains total 3 components. One is ESM, second one is log manager, log processor, third component log collector, log collector. So log collector, it will collect the logs from different types of log sources like firewall or proxy or IDS, IPS or antivirus or EDR or malware analysis tools, routers, switches, load balancers, or the applications or the servers and so on. So after collecting the log collector using different types of log integration method, log collector will complete aggregation, parsing and normalization. Those logs will send it to the log manager or log processor. So log manager will complete the processing of the logs, and also additionally it will complete querying, indexing, filtering, even correlation rule validation as well. Now, whenever any abnormal activity or malicious activity or maybe harmful activity or suspicious activity is doing by end users or maybe attackers. So here end users or attackers here. Now these particular logs will go to correlation rule engine, and the front end of the ESM or SIEM tool console, alerts or incident will be generated. Once those alerts will be generated, now as L1 or L2 or L3 team, we can take care of the incident investigation team. So L1, L2 and L3 team, you'll see it here. This is called SOC. So that is about overall how to explain. I'm repeating once again. Every SIEM architecture contains 3 components. First component name is called ESM or user console or SIEM console. Second component name is called log manager or log processor. Third component name is log collector. And also every organization contains the different types of log sources like IDS, IPS, firewall, proxy, all the servers, load balancers, all the endpoints, all the applications, all the network, all the infrastructure, and so on. Log collector will collect the logs from different types of log sources using different types of log integration methods. Then it will complete aggregation, parsing, and normalization. Those logs, log collector will send it to log manager. Log manager will complete the processing of the logs, and also additionally, it will take care of the indexing part, querying part, and also filtering part, and also it will take care of the processing of the correlation rule validation as well. Now, whenever attacker or end user they are trying to do malicious content, like a drive-by downloads, clicking on the phishing email malware attachment, clicking on the some other attachments or malicious content activity, or by copying something through pen, those logs, it will hit the logic of the correlation rules whatever we created. On the front end of the SIEM tool, alerts or incidents will be generated. As a SOC team like L1, L2, and L3 will take care of the incident investigation or forensic analysis. That is called SIEM architecture, SIEM component. This is what you have to explain. Not like, okay, most of the people, whenever I will ask the question in the mock interviews, what is SIEM architecture or what are the SIEM components contains? Most of the people, they will say It contains three components. One is ESM, second component is log manager, log processor, third one is log collector. That's all, it's over. No, you have to explain total end-to-end process, how the backend process will work, how the alerts will be generated. That is what I have to explain, not just like a plain, you have to explain ESM, log collector, and log manager. Okay. Anyway, that notes I will provide here because it will take some time to type here. After completing this session, I will provide ESM backend process or SM architecture backend process. Okay, so that is about overall generic one. We did not start at vendors now. We did not start vendors. We discussed only till now generic SM tool licensing and also design implementation and also what are the different deployment methods it will support, what are the administration things we will take care, and what is UBA, threat hunting, and so on. So that's all about overall generic SM tool, architecture components, administration, report generation, dashboard creation, and so on. So now we are going to discuss out each and every vendor wise. So first one is Mcafee. Why we are discussing 6? Why not 1 or 2? What is the reason, anyone guys? Why we are discussing 6? Why not 1 or 2? Anyone?
Different candidates mention different tools.
Exactly. For convincing the interviewer, instead of saying something, if I don't know anything about Splunk or I don't know anything about Exabeam, I don't know anything about Elk and so on, you should not say directly with I don't know anything, because in convincing answer you have to. If you say I don't know, obviously maybe it's a negative thing. Okay, so that is the reason. Sometimes you should be diplomatic as well. Okay, so in the interview point of. So yeah, now we are discussing about Mcafee part. So Mcafee is very famous in the SIM tool side, EDR tool side, DLP side, file integrity monitoring side, NIDS, NAPS, HIDS, HAPS. So Mcafee almost all the fields it is existing, even email gateway encryption also. So yes, Mcafee contains even SIM tool as well. Okay. So this Mcafee in the SIM tool wise, before going to that one, what I will do, I will take this diagram. I will upload in our. Did you go through this particular folder, whatever I created? Hope everybody got the access. So first one is generic one. So snipping tool is for capturing something. Otherwise, you can use the print capture also. Anything is fine. Now I capture this. Control C. Go back here and confirm. This is the way how the software architect, solution architect, design architects, mobile architects, product architects, they will create diagrams in the draw.io, and wherever they are creating HLD and LLD, will paste it simple. So that's why we use draw.io. So now second, so now we are going to discuss about Mcafee. So in the Mcafee side, as I said, functionality wise same as it is. What is the difference? It will be appear. Functionality wise same as it is. What is the difference now? in between generic and Mcafee? Anyone? Functionality wise, backend process and concept is same as it is. What is the difference we can see? Anyone?
Terminology.
Terminology of what? You are right. Terminology of what? Component names. Component names.
Collector, log monitor.
Yes, correct. So here ESM, same as it is in Mcafee also. Here ELM. Here also ELM. Next one ERC. Even Mcafee backend concept also same as it is. Front end wise only it is different. Okay. Yeah. So in the Mcafee side, first component name is called ESM. Second component name is called ELM. Third component name is called ERC. So what the full form here? So first component is ESM. So Enterprise Security Manager. And also second component name is ELM. Event Log Manager. Third component name is called ERC. Event Receive. So these are the three components on the Mcafee side. So ESM, Enterprise Security Manager, ELM, Event Log Manager, and ERC, Event Receive. So obviously, so here, what are things? Where can we do investigation? Anyone? Where can we do investigation? Where can we do investigation in Mcafee side now? Am I audible?
Yeah. ESM
ERC.
only, sir.
Yeah.
SIEM tool.
ESM only. That's right. You have to say ESM. Yes. So we will do investigation on ESM. That is called SIEM console, or user console, or graphical user interface. So that particular thing only we can take care of instant investigation. So in the Mcafee side, what are the different types of, okay, so tabs we can see. So example I given practically Nessus tool. When you're opening Nessus tool, we can see example Nessus policy creation, dashboard creation, settings tab on the horizontal side. In the similar vertical side, we can see folders information. Under the folder, different types of business portals we can create based on the team wise. And also next one, we can see templates, like a plugin IDs templates. Next one, we can see policies. Next one, we can see settings tab. Next one, we can see support tab. Next one, we can see help tab. So even in the Mcafee side also, once you are opening SIEM tool, what exactly we will see? So we can see dashboard. We can see reports tab. You can see settings tab or admin tab. This settings also called the admin tab. We can see instant or alarm tab. In the Mcafee side, we can say instant or alarm. And we can see UBA tab. We can see threat hunting tab. We can see SOAR tab and so on. These are the tabs we can see once you are opening the tool. So where is your work is located? In which tab you have to work on? Where is your work?
Reports and alerts. Reports and alerts.
Incident.
Alerts. Main thing is alerts or incidents. This tab. So administration tab is complete for L3 level or maybe implementation level. Your work is involved here on most of the cases. Okay. So next one is, okay, obviously here we can take an instant investigation like L1, L2, L2 and L3. Even implementation team also they'll work on the admin tab, onboarding log sources, fine tuning, troubleshooting, correlation rule creation, all those it's a part of admin tab. So log manager, what it will do? Processing of the logs. What is it will do? Processing of the logs, and what else it will do? What else it will do?
Filtering of the logs.
Yeah, filtering of the logs. Next one.
Indexing.
Querying,
Indexing.
sir. Querying.
Yeah,
Querying
exactly.
indexing.
Index and
Querying.
querying. Yeah.
CR engine.
Right. Yes, correct. So processing of the logs, in bracket I can put filtering, querying, indexing, and also CRE engine validation. So that is about ELM functionality. Next one, event receiver. So with collection of the logs. Additionally, it will take care of the aggregation,
Parsing, normalization.
parsing, yes, normalization.
Relation.
Okay, using different types of log integration methods. So that is about, these are all the different components on the Mcafee side. Okay, who will explain Mcafee backend process? Anyone? Who will explain backend process? What is Mcafee architecture, Mcafee components and contents? Example, in your resume, you are keeping IBM QRadar, but you applied one of the job in the Wipro company. So, but Wipro is looking for Mcafee. Now I am the interviewer. What do you know about Mcafee? What the answer you will give? Anyone?
I'm actually, sir, I did not work with Mcafee, but I know the backend process and all.
What do you know about backend process? Could you please explain? Could you please
Same
explain
like
about, yeah.
And
What do
integration
you
of
know about
logs.
backend process? Please go ahead. Anyone can try other than Gopal? Anyone else can try? Ravi or Uday or Anusha, Jahnavi, Ashok?
Yes, sir. Logs can be collected or integrated from the log sources, and all the logs sent to the log collector. But here event receiver.
Yeah, right.
And the event receiver, it aggregates the logs and parsing and normalization. Afterwards, that log sent to the event log manager. And event log manager, it makes that the processing of the logs are indexing and querying, filtering through the correlation rule engine violation process. And finally, all the logs went to that ESM, Enterprise Security Manager.
Please continue. Hello. Hello.
Sir, you're audible.
Yeah. Please continue, Gopal. Just you can complete 2 more sentences. That's it. Anyone? After that.
After that, I will receive incident.
And based on
Alerts.
the Enterprise Security
Dashboards.
Manager, alerts
Based
will
on
be
the alerts, we
received.
will do the investigation.
Right. So
Based
now-
on alerts, we can do investigation.
Exactly. So whenever now after sending the logs to ESM, now whenever threat actor or attacker, or intruder or internal user is doing malicious activity or illegitimate activity, in that scenario, logs will receiving to the correlation rule engine or it will hit the logic of the correlation rule. Now finally, front end of the SIEM console or graphical user interface alerts will be received. Once those alerts are received, as a SOC team member like L1 or L2 or L3, we can take care of the instant investigation or forensic analysis. That's it. Thank you so much, everyone. Thanks, Gopal, especially. Yeah, so this is what, okay, logarithm architecture. Additionally, so it has some of the licensing we have to purchase. So in the Mcafee side, so we can discuss about licensing option in the Mcafee and also what are the additional modules we have to purchase or features it will support. And also we can discuss about log integration methods of the Mcafee. And also we can discuss about support, how it will be and so on. So that's all. Next one, licensing option. So licensing option, it has both based on GB per data. Next one is, what is second one? Anyone?
Based
Second
on the
one,
number of IPs.
based on number of
Based on the number
IPs.
of IPs.
Number of IPs, are you sure?
And based on number
Number
of
of
End
endpoints.
users.
end users.
Right. That is licensing of the Mcafee.
Sir, and also based on logs per second.
Yeah, that is EPS. That is indirectly, yes. Yeah, correct. So that is licensing. Next one is deployment. So deployment method, it will support standalone, and also it will support distributed as well. For single location, they have standalone deployment, and also it will support distributed deployment as well. Next one is implementation wise. So it will support hardware based SIM tool. It will support software based SIM tool as well. Even it will support cloud based also. All these three different types of deployments we have: software and cloud. And the one more thing, what is Mcafee? One of the additional good advantage. So it will support basically three deployments. One is called all-in-one box deployment. All-in-one box. All-in-one guide means what? All-in-one guide. Do you know what is VGS?
Yeah, it has all the subjects in a single book.
Exactly. That is called all-in-one guide. So I think whoever studied below 10th standard, we have very popular vendor or brand is called VGS. In the similar way, in our BTech terminology, Spectrum is one of the very popular all-in-one guide. So one day batting we used to do and we used to get the 90%, right? Same as. So here also all-in-one box meaning here, how there all the subject in the single book, that is called all-in-one guide. In the similar way, all the components are there in the single box. So nothing but ELM, ESM, and ERC. If all these three components are existing in a single hardware box, that is called all-in-one box. So what are the components we have? ESM, ELM, and ERC. Okay. So basically, this type of deployment is for startup companies. So as I said yesterday, there are three different types of companies we have existing. Like one is startup, like a small business oriented. Next one, medium related business oriented companies. Third one is enterprise level company. So these are the MNCs. So these are the three different types of companies we have. So all-in-one box, most of the cases we use for small business. Okay. Or startup companies. Yeah, implementation wise, as I said, it's hardware based model we can deploy, and software based and cloud based also will support. Next one, log integration methods. What are the different log integration methods is supporting by respective method? One is syslog method, obviously. Second one is WMI. What is WMI? Windows.
Windows messaging.
Windows Mesh Image.
Windows messaging.
Windows messaging and instrumentation.
Right. What is the drawback of WMI method?
We cannot, I mean, it will support only 50 APS.
Correct.
Less than 50.
Right. Yeah, that is our WMA method. So next method, it will support even collector agent also. Collector agent method in our Mcafee it is called ERC. Okay. So these are all the different types of method, even cloud connector also. Cloud connector as well. So these are all the different type log integration methods will be supported by Mcafee. Okay. So next one is additional modules or additional licensing or additional features what we have to purchase. Additional licensing or additional features what we have to purchase. First one is ADM. Second one is DEM. Third one is GTI. Fourth one is UBA. Fifth one is SOAR. Threat hunting. Last one is anyone? What is the last one? For every tool, compulsory we have to purchase one thing. What is that?
Storage.
Storage is one thing. Or not one
Licensing.
more.
Support.
Exactly, support. That's correct. Yeah, storage also we have to purchase. And additionally, for every tool, warranty is a mandatory. Otherwise, they will not support whenever any problem we are receiving. So that is called warranty or maybe premium support. Better you can use premium support. We should not use warranty in our IT industry. So these are the additional licensing purchase we have to do. ADM means application data monitor. Next one, DEM means application data monitor. DEM means database event monitor. And also GTA, global threat intelligence. They have their own threat intelligence. And OBA, user entity behavior analytics. Next one is security orchestration and automated response. Next one is threat hunting capability anyway. Storage. So we discussed about retention policy. So retention policy meaning how many days we have to store the log. That is called retention policy. So instead of going for SAN, storage area network, or NAS, network area storage, or maybe OneDrive or Google Drive or cloud related storage, what Mcafee is giving, some discount they are giving. You can purchase storage days from ourselves so that we can do additional discount. It's a company hardware based storage. So the storage is hardware based. So for this one, they give only little amount only we have to pay. So because whole package they are giving, like a wholesale kind of thing. So storage is a completely hardware based. So we can purchase directly hardware storage from Mcafee itself. There is no need to depending on the SAN server or NAS server or cloud related storage and so on. Yeah. Your wish or our wish can be purchased directly from Mcafee or can be used directly either Google or maybe Microsoft or maybe so Oracle or IBM or Amazon related cloud storage. So based on the expensive, based on the cost and price, and also based on the confidential data of storing. In that particular base, we can go and we can purchase whatever we like. Okay. So that is about additional modules we have to purchase. So this for technical support, 24/7 into 365 days. Not from our side, it's from vendor side. Even they will also do. So 24/7 365 from this vendor side or tool side. So that is our additional licensing options we have to purchase and the severity of the alerts in the Mcafee. One is critical. 4 is from anyone. What is 4? What is 4?
80 to 100, sir. 80 to 100.
Right. Exactly.
High.
Yeah.
60 to 80.
Next
Medium.
one is medium.
40 to 60.
Yes.
Low.
No or mesh. Yeah. And I'll put information as well.
Info.
So 0 to 40. So this is severity levels. Okay. So incident names we can call it incidents or alerts. Incidents name in the Mcafee side, incident or alerts. Why? Because other vendors they will call different terminology. Logarithm example alarms. And IBM Curator they will call it as offenses. So that is the reason you have to remember this one as well. I think that's all about overall Mcafee side. In case if they will ask what you know about Mcafee, example as I said previously, in your resume it is showing as so IBM Curator, but you applied in Infosys or Accenture or maybe any other companies related to Mcafee vacancy. Obviously, one of the questions they will ask, Do you have any Mcafee related experience? In that scenario, I did not work on Mcafee, but yes, I do have knowledge on Mcafee. I know what is the backend process of the Mcafee, or architecture, or components it contains, and what are the additional licensing it will support, additional modules we have to purchase, and also what are the different deployment Mcafee it will support, and what are the different type of implementation methods it will support. Also, what are the different log integration methods will be used by Mcafee, and what is severity levels of the Mcafee, and also what are the different types of licensing we have to purchase. If I'm saying that one, they will think like, okay, this guy is aware of what is what. Just only front end console he doesn't know. That will take me 1 or 2 days to just going and practicing. That's it. But you have to explain about all these. Example, Mcafee architecture contains ESM, Mcafee architecture contains ELM, Mcafee contains ERC, log integration methods, everything you should be aware of. That is the way how you should be smart in the interview time. Instead of saying no, you have to give the convincing answer. That means you should be aware of everything. Okay. So that is about oral Mcafee. Okay, that's all for today. So tomorrow I will continue Splunk, Exabeam, IBM QRadar, and logarithm. Okay. Most probably tomorrow evening theoretical part will be completed. I think I will start Monday network security theoretical part, because network security is one of the pending topic we have. Anyway, couple of pending topics we have: information security, GRC, and also network security. So once I'll come back to Hyderabad, then I will provide a practical demo tool session on coming Thursday or Friday. I will let you know. So that's all for today, guys. Do you have any questions? Any questions? 2 topics will be discussed today. One is generic SIEM architecture components. Second one is Mcafee. Tomorrow we can complete other vendors as. You got it right, some idea how to answer whenever if you don't have unknown answer or unknown question to you, and what we are discussing from past 2 days. Now you got some idea, right? You got some idea right now. So each and every
Yes,
vendor
sir.
you should be aware of. Yeah. Perfect then. And once again, apologies from my side. So morning, unfortunately, even though I logged it, okay, so 7:45 itself, I'm not able to access my laptop. I tried up to 8:30. Unfortunately, it was not working. Once again, sorry and apologies. Whatever time waste it's happened because of me. Okay, guys, thank you so much and see you tomorrow at 8 o'clock.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Good night.